morning, pumpkin heads, and welcome to Storytime today. My name is Mary, and we're going to do a story time all about pumpkins and growing them. So I have a couple books and a couple songs that we can sing together. Have you guys carved your jack-o'-lanterns yet? Okay, I'm going to set my pumpkin down here. Let's start with one of my favorite books from my childhood. This book has been around forever, and I just love the bright colors. So it's called It's Pumpkin Time by Zoe Hall. And it kind of reminds me of like the Eric Carle illustration style because she uses paint, like acrylic paint, to get some different textures. And I think, if I had to guess, these would be pumpkin seeds, all kinds of pumpkin seeds. All summer long, my brother and I get ready for our favorite holiday. Can you guess what it is? It's my favorite holiday too. Halloween. And can you guess what we do to get ready? We plant a jack-o'-lantern patch. First, I turn the soil with the shovel, and my brother uses the spade to dig narrow rows, just 1 inch deep. Then we drop in pumpkin seeds and cover them with soil. We water them and wait for the sun to warm them. Before long, the seeds grow tiny roots and small green shoots poke up out of the ground. The shoots grow into vines, and the vines grow longer. And they probably curl a little bit too. Every week, we water them and pull up lots of weeds. That's the hardest part, is weeding. Soon, we see buds where flowers will bloom. The yellow flowers show us where our pumpkins will grow. At first, the pumpkins are green and tiny. Look how tiny they are, smaller than her hand. It's not a very big pumpkin, but they grow bigger and bigger. Soon it is fall, and our great big pumpkins change color from green to yellow to orange. Now they are ready to be picked. We have never grown such big pumpkins. Mom and Dad help us cut the pumpkins from the vines. We gather them in a wheelbarrow and take them home. It's Halloween at last. We draw faces on our pumpkins, and Mom and Dad help us cut them, hollow them out, and light candles inside. Now they are jack-o'-lanterns. This one is my favorite. Can you guess what we do next? We put on our costumes. It's time to trick or treat. Happy Halloween. And this has a picture in the back of the whole process of how our pumpkin seeds grow underground, which I think is really fun. But we're going to do another story, and I'll show you some more detailed visuals of a pumpkin growing. So here's some more pictures. Look how vibrant those pumpkins are. Love it. Okay, so let's take a little break from reading our stories. I almost forgot. Oh, never mind. I was going to... My pumpkin is operated by batteries. So, but fell out. Let's see if I can get it. Ooh, there we go. Now my pumpkin is lit up. Okay, so we're gonna do a rhyme about a pumpkin growing. So this is called Pumpkin, Pumpkin on the Ground. Okay, so we're gonna start on the ground. Here we go. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Once you were a seed so small, now you are a great big ball. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Good job. Let's do that all together now that you know that song. Ready? We gotta get low again. Here we go. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Once you were a seed so small, now you are a great big ball. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, How'd you get so big and round? How big is your pumpkin? Bigger than you are? Okay, good job with that rhyme. We're gonna do one more little story. It's really short. It's called Pumpkin, Pumpkin. And I'm gonna use my flannel board to kind of show you what your pumpkin will look like in each of its stages while it's growing. So, Jamie planted a pumpkin seed. So first, this is almost so small you can't see it. I'm gonna put a tiny little pumpkin seed on my flannel board. So we're gonna pretend like my flannel board is a big pumpkin patch full of dirt. And then the pumpkin seed grew a pumpkin sprout. So if you can see that, it just looks like a tiny, cute little green little sprout coming out of the dirt. And the pumpkin sprout grew a pumpkin plant. So now it looks a little bit bigger. There we go, and it's like an official plant now. And the pumpkin plant grew a pumpkin flower. So I remember that from the other book. That's such a pretty little orange flower. It almost looks like a little lily. And in the other book, that they said that means that there's a pumpkin growing. If you see a bloom. And the pumpkin flower grew a pumpkin. What color is our pumpkin right now, though? I don't know if you can see that. Not the right color yet. It's yellow. We gotta wait a little bit longer. And the pumpkin, actually, I missed a phase. First, our pumpkin is gonna be green, out of order here. And then it's gonna be yellow. And then we gotta wait for it to grow. Getting a little bit bigger, getting a little bit more orange. And grow until, look in this picture, Jamie is sitting on top of his pumpkin. It's that big. And now it's big and orange. And what do you think Jamie's gonna do? He's gonna pick his pumpkin and he's gonna scoop out the pumpkin pulp, carve a pumpkin face and put it in the window. But when you carve out a pumpkin, make sure you save some pumpkin seeds to plant in the spring. So he counted out 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's gonna save those to plant for next year and then start the whole thing over. So that's how we get pumpkins. So I hope you are enjoying this pumpkin season and have a great rest of your day. Thanks, bye.